Greetings, Glitter Gang, and welcome back to Kathryn Scraps. My name is Kathryn, and today I have the reveal of moving parts number 5, as well as, that's this baby one, number 6, which is this summer one, and this is the bonus. So let's start with the baby, number 5. Moving Parts is a workshop that I'm doing with Kathy from PaperPhenomenon. We are each designing 5 double-page 11 by 11 layout spreads that are designed to fit into these folios, okay? So what you get with the workshop, and I will link mine down below, and I will link hers as well down below. There's 2 different workshops. There's Moving Parts Kathryn's version, and there's Moving Parts Kathy's version. So in my version, you're going to get 5 double page 11 by 11 spreads. This one is the Peekaboo Hexagon. And let me just show you what I just flipped back is this kickstand, okay? And I have also included in the workshop how to make this kickstand so that all of your layouts can be spread out to display in your house like so, okay? All right, so this optional kickstand is included in your workshop as well. So you do also get this kickstand. So let me show you moving parts number 5 first. And so this one is called Peekaboo Hexagon, and it is designed around these hexagons. So let me just show you, okay. This is how it opens, okay? Now, I'm going to give you, so you don't have to do the math of a hexagon, okay? What I have given you in the workshop is this little hexagon flipper. I've given to you as a printable template. It's printable if you have a wide format printer and if you don't, so you don't have to worry, whichever kind of printer you have, okay? And then you can see, you can also flip underneath open, and there's room for 4x6 photos. I put these giant cards. Of course, you could style these as 8.5 by 11 layouts. However, I chose to use these huge cards. This is from the Simple Stories Oh Baby collection. It has the most beautiful, soft, sweet cards in it. Look at these baby animals, this little elephant. So I just really wanted to highlight those. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the hexagons because I don't want you to be intimidated or worried about them or anything. I have included in the workshop templates to make this cluster of hexagons and templates to make the smaller hexagons, okay? And in fact, I've included a template to make the 4x4 hexagon to cut your photos down, and the 4.5 by 4.5 hexagon, these larger ones, so that you can mat pattern paper behind your hexagons, okay? So you do not have to break out your geometry book from high school. I have just done it, okay? And like I said, it's printable whether you have a wide format printer or not. I have included 2 different ways to print it. There's a way to print it if you only have a normal office printer. I show you how to assemble the template. So you don't have to figure anything out. I've done all the math for you. All you have to do is trace. And you can, here I've just tiled the whole thing in a hexagon pattern because I just wanted to really lean into the hexagons. But of course you don't have to do that. You could use any pattern paper, you know, here and here. You don't have to do it like a hexagon. I just loved this quilt effect, especially with this cute baby paper, how it turned out. And again, you will have everything you need to do this, so you don't have to know how to do the hexagons. Okay, so once again, you're going to get this layout and how to do this layout, as well as this optional kickstand, okay, so that if you want to display them in your home, you can. This will just stand up in your house. You can put it on a shelf, whatever. And then the other thing that I've done here in this layout, I've kept this as a single layout so it doesn't have anything underneath it. I've put it in here with Velcro so that if you do go to display it in your house, okay, you can just move these pieces to the center so that they go straight across like in an old school post-bound scrapbook album. So that when it's in your house, okay, they just see it displayed all the way straight across, 22 inches from end to end, just beautifully in your home like so. So this is the beauty of the working parts or the moving parts workshop, is that you get the effect of the 12 by 12 layout, but because it's not inside a plastic page protector and because it is a display piece for the home, you can have it out, people can touch it, people can flip through it, people can take a look at all of these photos you've included. You can highlight paper, you can highlight cards from the collection, you can explore different shapes and do all kinds of fun stuff. So that's this one. This is the Peekaboo Hexagon. This is number 5 of Moving Parts Kathryn's version. Okay. And there is also a number 6. This is a bonus one that I've included as a gift. And the reason I've included it is it's a single page. Now I have done it, styled it as a double page. Okay. So, let's see. Here it is. I've styled it as a double page, so I've just made 2 of them. Okay. This is Retro Summer by Simple Stories. Look how cute. Love it. Okay, I've done the kickstand in this one as well. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is a single page layout. I'm calling this the photo frame flipper. And so essentially what this one does is it creates this flippable photo frame. Okay, and these are 4x4s. All right, so very large. You get 2 of them on here. Okay. And then on here, you see I've done it in a mirror style, so the 2 pages are opposite each other. All right. Then down here, this flips out as well. So this photo will move out of the way, and it's sized to perfectly fit 3 3x3 photos in a row on the back like a film strip. So these will hold 3x3 photos right here, 3x3x3. And then same on this side as well. So you can see over here, that's that there. And then it'll reveal an enlargement. Okay, now it doesn't have to reveal an enlargement. You could do another photo frame down here, and you can just have another frame underneath so that you could just do 3 frames, and then you don't have to do an enlargement. It just depends on the kind of photos that you have and what you want to do. Okay, but once again, this one is Velcroed into the folio so that it can be moved if you want to display it in the home, and it does have this kickstand as well. All right, so again, it's just going to stand up in your home, and when it stands up in your home, because of the kickstand, it stands up perfectly flat, perfectly straight across. So again, you can move the layouts together in the middle, either using the Velcro, or I've included this underlayer that I'm calling the page shift base. You saw it in Moving Parts number 1 if you've seen that video. If you haven't, I'm just gonna grab it real quick to show you. So here's number 1. Woo! All right, so the page shift base is this underlayer here. All right, so you can see how there's a second layer underneath this folio, underneath this layout. This underlayer is the page shifting base. And what the page shift base does is it allows you to push the pages together in the middle, where they will then be held in the middle by magnets. This is all explained in the instructional videos, how to do it, but it will hold them together in the middle. And then when you flip this back, it'll just naturally hold itself in the middle. You don't have to move it with the Velcro. All you have to do is just push down on the sides like so, and it'll come together in the middle and meet. So there's 2 different ways to do it. It just depends on how many photos that you have. But if you do it this way, then it can open all the way up like so. Okay, so this page shift base and all its instructions are included as a bonus for you as well. And then the other thing with the page shift base that's nice is when you close it, it shifts back out of the spine, back to the edge, so that you can just close it. You don't have to, like with the Velcro, you don't have to move the Velcro. All right, and then it just folds back up underneath, and in we go. Now this was the first kickstand I made, you can see that it sticks out the top. It doesn't anymore. I've adjusted it. So in the instructions that come with it, it will, of course, be all nice and tucked inside like all the others. And I'm going to post one more video about moving parts where I'm going to show all of them at once and kind of go over it. And when I post that video, I'll include a little coupon you can use for the first week after that video to get moving parts at a discount. So, but yes, I've done 6 total of these folios. So here they all are. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here's 6. Oops, this one still has its kickstand out. Let me get the kickstand back in. All right, and they are very, very quick to make. They make beautiful gifts, and you can see how many different styles I've done. We've got summer, baby, this is a girl birthday. All right, and this one is the viewfinder. So when you turn it, all right, the photos do move inside of here, so you can display 4 different photos in this one layout. We've got a little boy birthday. This one has a lot of room to tuck over here. And then over here, when you pull these tabs, these pop up. So this is the movement of this one. So they all move in a different way. And they all have different features. But I've done videos on all of them. So, and then I'm going to do one more video that just shows the whole workshop. But here they all are. And then the other thing is, in my live shows, I will be decorating 1 of every style. So I'm going to decorate 6 more. Okay, so I'm going to decorate 6 more of these. So starting on Thursday, and that's Thursday, let's see, this is Monday, May 13th. So Thursday, May 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern USA time, I'm going to be starting to decorate all of them again. And I am going to be putting the video on demand recordings from those live shows in the workshop folder. So you're going to get access to all of those lives through the workshop as well. So even if you can't make it live while I'm decorating, you can still see all of the decorating. But this is moving parts. While it's on sale, it'll be $15. That's going to last another week after I put out the final video that shows all of the moving parts. So that'll probably be going up Wednesday this week, May 15th. And so it'll run for a week, the 50% discount, one more week. So anyone who sees that video will get a chance to purchase this if they haven't already. And then right here, I just have my stamp set just to let you know that when you see this stamp in my moving parts, this one right here, I designed this stamp. It's part of a set that I designed. You can get it at KathRyn'sScraps.com. I'll link it below. And essentially what this is it's a stamp set I designed. It's made out of high quality photopolymer here in the United States. And it is, when you design a stamp set, you design 2 things. You design the image, of course, but the other thing you design is this collar, the piece that you stick to the block. You can make that any shape. And so what I've done is I've designed them so that they're all the same width. Regardless of the size of the stamp, their collar or their background is the same width. So what you do with the stamp set, I'm just going to grab a very dirty one. If you know photopolymer, you know that over time, photopolymer absorbs ink, and they start to change color if they're well loved, and that's okay. That's great. That's just what they do. And so you can see here I've got it on my block. Okay. And what you can do is when you put them on your block, you just line their corners up, and then that's going to perfectly center your dimension under your font, under your image. So I've included, of course, a camera because a camera goes with everything. I've got this little onesie here for baby albums. I've got this map here for travel albums, and I've got a cake here for celebration albums, wedding albums, birthday albums, that sort of thing. There's 2 fonts. There's 2 sans serif fonts, one all caps and one all lowercase, and then 2 serif fonts in slightly different styles. One's a little more formal and one's a little more whimsical, although neither of them is formal. And then here we have a bunch of dimensions that are for commonly used photos, all the way from 8x10 to 2x3. So when I showed you that strip of the 3x3 photos, that's where that 3x3 came from. It came from this stamp set. All right, so this is the moving parts workshop. So just to recap, what do you get? You're going to get instructions for 5 double page layouts that each have some way that they move. They all move in different ways. You're also going to get from me instructions on how to make this folio. You're going to get instructions on how to make that kickstand. And then you're going to get that single page one that I showed you. That's this summer one here. Okay. It's just an 11 by 11. I've just made 2 of them and put them side by side like mirrors, but it's just an 11 by 11 layout, a single page 11 by 11 layout. And the reason I've included this is so that if you want to make a whole big 11 by 11 album with like whatever your preferred binding is, like I use the Infinity binding is the binding I use for a lot of things. It'll work with that. It's also great for split decision, which is a binding I have. You get with the split decision album basics guide that's available in my shop as well. That's a 10 by 10 album, but it shows you how you can bind 10 by 10, and I think they're 6 by 8 or they might be 5 by 7, but 2 different size pages in one binding. Okay, so that's split decision, and you could do that as well. If you wanted to size them down to be 10 by 10, you know, you could do them with any 10 by 10 pages you've got. There's a lot of options for you. Okay, so very customizable. I want you to think about these as like ingredients. Okay, think of it as like a recipe and ingredients. You know, you can pick from here and take from there, and you can mix and match. And you know, if you want to use this page right here, but you want it to have these photo flips opposite it, you can do that. You know, so really just it's there's so many different possibilities for you. Okay, so just like free your mind, you know, like you don't have to make each one of these like I did. Of course you can if you want to, but you don't have to. You can mix and match all these pieces and parts, use the single page layout however you want, make them as gifts. And then of course Kathy's doing similar. So what she's going to do, she's going to do the same thing. She's going to do the 5 double page layouts in the 5 folders. All right. And then for her bonus, she's doing where I did like the kickstand. She's going to do a storage box. The storage box will hold both her folders and my folders. So both my folders and her folders will fit in the box that she's including in her workshop. And as well, she's going to teach you a bonus pop-up element so that if you want to turn any of these moving parts into pop-ups or make album pages with pop-ups, you can, which is very exciting. That'll be very fun, very dynamic, really going to harness the idea of moving parts. So that is it. This is Moving Parts Workshop, Kathryn's version. This is number 6. And then the baby album here is number 5. This is the Peekaboo Hexagon, and this is the photo frame flipper. And they are joining the ranks. The whole collection is now complete. I'm going to do one more video on this where I'm going to show you all of the albums, step through all of the albums, go over all the elements, go over all the paper collections one more time, just to have it all together in one longer video for you to see as a reference for everything that you're going to be getting in the workshop. And like I said, once that video goes up, I'll give 50% off for one more week, and then it's going up to full price. So if you want to get it while it's only $15, which is such a steal, be sure to check out as soon as you can. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye now.